Guys, wow, another blessing information came. So I'm going to explain this through a situation because sometimes we all explain and explain, but others cannot understand. Maybe about a situation, you can explain it. So I'm here at the park to ground my energy because I think my energy is not affected, but the negative energy is quite coming. So we need to ground the energy. You know what? If you're meditating, uh, right, relaxing and doing the meditation that they teach, closing the eyes, then doing the hand positions, the feet positions. If you really meditate and concentrate, there's like a cushion that will happen between this one. Your skin, then this land. I don't know what's the connection of that from the meditation. It's like when you the land went like that, like a cushion, very soft cushion. So I will start to say something, then do a situation. So let's start to independently do everything spirituality and physically for ourselves, because no one will really help you if you need a very in the moment of life. If you really needed someone, that's the time that you cannot find someone to help you, right? So that you can stand alone. You can stand alone to do the task spirituality and physically. Like those traumas that comes in your life, pains. No one will really help you, right? Even though there would be a personals that come or families and advise you and motivate you, but still they cannot help you. Maybe it's you yourself who can give that part. So happened a conversation to someone, then we're having a conversation. I didn't know that all I have said is negative, but that person accumulated as a negative. So this is explanation of freedom, unconditional freedom of expression, that they are saying positive or negative, but you are not affected. Those who does work through their inner peace to make themselves strong spirituality. And there's a connection also of hypocrisy that they are saying. You said you are inner peace is okay, but why say it you are affected of something? Are you sure? Or maybe did you really do your work in yourself? You can only prove through to a person by testing or questioning. Then if it irritates the person, well, it doesn't really does its work through itself. So we have a conversations. Then what I believe, the other person says, "Wow, maybe you have to pray." They are always saying that to me. Wow, they don't really understand that when you did your work to yourself, spirituality, and if you share something, especially negative, you are not actually affected. But the other person is very affected. That's why that person says that one. So in our lives, maybe we have to accept that we needed to hear those negatives also. Sometimes, because sometimes we only wanted that all our negatives, all our tools should be only the one who will be heard by someone. I know most of people are like that. They only wanted someone to hear from them, but they don't want to hear from someone, especially negative. It should be always positive. That's not good. We have to balance it. That sometimes, if we love to bring out negative from other people, your fellow personals, family, friends, and others, you have to learn to accept also the, the heard negative from other people. Not accepting every time a help, because it's not good for yourself also. Because if it's your time to hear that negative, you cannot stand it hearing that negative, right? And yes, a testimonial through my experience that I'm applying it through myself. Those what I said is whatever you hear negative or positive, or you are the one who is saying negative or positive, you will not actually uh, be affected of it. If it's positive, then wow, it will double your energy, which is positive. But your that negative, it will divide. It's like your positive energy is being boundaried by an armor, then that negative energy that's coming to you or you're giving is you're not being affected. So it's still positive. So that's why people doesn't understand those kind of, don't worry, I'm not affected. I'm just saying it's the freedom unconditional expression. So maybe we need to accept and totally train ourselves to hear especially negative. That me that makes me actually strong as who am I. So sometimes I love to hear negative because positive is already boring. Not exciting because it's already positive. Maybe it's a part of the task itself. Sometimes we can give also information for them that we can help information for them. So we have to learn to hear negative advices or negative stories of others, so that we will be more and more and more stronger. So in this part, because I'm talking about negative also, and if it came from your mind and the words those negative, and you cannot remove saying something against it, like that word shit or any bad words or curse words, as long as you know to accept that scenes and realize it through yourself, that inner peace that you are protecting, you can still uh, gain that one and build, I can say, build it more stronger also. But if you doesn't know or forgot, it will be dimmed, the light will be, or your vibration getting lower and lower. But sometimes if you forgot, there are some people that comes and remind you, watch out for your words. Excuse me, confirmation. Watch out for your words. Maybe you're already, because you're already talking about negative, watch out what comes in your mouth. He always says, and that's a kind of blessings also, that us people doesn't actually see the situation itself, why that happened. In fact, we understand it that that person is against us, but actually reminding us not to be straight again, not coming back again to a sinful situation that make your vibration low. Because as people, we always love to curse or bring words in the table, that bad words, and even in our thinking, because it starts from the brain first, then it comes in the mouth. So this is a different situation also. So that's the blessings that comes actually. Someone reminds you, and if you recognize that part, then say you are being gratitude at that moment, the blessings will come. Your inner peace will be always protected. And of course, reminder also that maybe that's the way we should see a situation. Not always hurt, hatred, or the ego and pride. Because we will always forget something because of pride and ego. We cannot see the connection with our Father even, God. Or the correction or the lessons that should be learned, or the signs that they are seeing. That's why they say sometimes people are fake, hypocrite, especially those who are spiritual persons and religious persons, because they will always come checking if you are really that religious or spiritual person. Spiritual. You both will not actually see. But you're lucky if you seen the situation. God is always the judge for that moment. Or the seer. If you prove who you really are, that you are saying, let them tell you that you are hypocrite or you are fake, as long as you know what you sin, you know what you observe, you know what things build you to be stronger and not to destroy that gift that God given you. So thank you for hearing my words again. See you again in my next videos. Don't forget to subscribe to the notification, comment, and share sa next videos.